Hello and welcome, folks, to this edition of Stags Basketball on WVOF. I'm Ethan Hudson, joined by the talented Colette Henley. Colette, we were seeing the Fairfield Stags take on the Niagara Purple Eagles. Last time the Stags played Niagara, they had an 8-point victory, and Brandon Benjamin was the leading scorer, scoring above 20 points and 1 rebound shy of a double-double. What do you want to see from this team again today in order to secure the same result?
Benjamin's 20 points came on 10 for 11 shooting from the field, with only miss coming from beyond the arc. He also pulled down the team high of 6 rebounds. I need to see more rebounds and a lot of defense coming from these guys today.
You heard it here first. More defense and rebound. That'll be the name of the game if Fairfield wants to win. On the starting 5 for Fairfield, we have, of course, guard Braden Sparks, guard Tony Williams, guard Hunter Rollins, the forward Declan Winterfenig, and the man in the middle, the double-double machine, Brandon Benjamin. Tip-off is mere seconds away. And Niagara wins the tip. Here's Prudhoe dribbling it up. Probing. Finds Larson. Finds Walters. Top of the key. Finds Page. Page looking, back to Walters. Walters with it to Sabino. Sabino drives. Winterfenig covering. An active hands by Sparks. Gets the steal. Here's Tony Williams on the break. Back to Braden Sparks. Sparks to Williams. Williams will take his time. Passes to Rollins. Rollins will feed it back to Sparks. Back to Williams. Williams looking for Benjamin in the paint. Can't find him. Kicks to Rollins. Rollins back to Williams. Williams at 3. It's good! The Stags it on the board first. Tony Williams, who struggled from deep this year, connects on his first attempt from deep. Here comes Niagara. Looking, probing. Passes to Sabino. Broken up again by Fairfield. Here's Williams. Up top to Declan. Won't go. Tipped. Won't go. Here's Page on the fast break. No good. Sparks with the rebound. Sparks will set up the offense. Crosses. Gives it back to Williams. Over to Rollins. Benjamin sets the screen. Here's Brandon Benjamin working in the paint. Spins. Kicks to Rollins. Rollins for the tray. No good. Winterfenig with the offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Sparks. Sparks will try his luck. No good. Rebounded by Justin Page of Niagara. He'll bring the ball up court. Here's Reggie Prudhoe. Probing. Tipped again. Another. Fairfield steals the ball on back-to-back possessions. And here's Braden Sparks in transition. Blocked. But cleaned up by Benjamin. And the Stags lead 5-0. And these Stags, their defense has just been so suffocating thus far. Here's Niagara looking. Here's Prudhoe drives, kicks the Page. Back to Sabino for 3. It's good, and Niagara gets on the board. 5-3 Fairfield.
3 points for Sabino.
Tony Williams will bring up the ball. Hand off to Winterfenig. Winterfenig to Sparks. Sparks to Rollins. Here comes Benjamin looking for the screen. Rollins probing. Kicks it back to Winterfenig. Winterfenig to Sparks. Sparks give and go to Winterfenig. Winterfenig the shot. It's good. A little 3-foot floater by Winterfenig.
2 points.
Braden Sparks playing close D on Walters. Niagara setting a lot of high screens here. Here's Prudhoe. Attacks. Kicks. Here's Sabino. Shifty move inside for the layup. 7-5 Fairfield. But this offense for Fairfield has looked a little stagnant. Although they've been scoring, there has been a lot of ISO 1v1s. Here's Sparks, no good. Rebound by Sabino. Fairfield gets back. Niagara will set up their offense. Here's Prudhoe. This is to Sabino. Sabino to Walters. Walters back to Prudhomme. Prudhomme looking. Here's Walters. He gets Sparks guarding him. Sparks staying with him. Walters kicks down low. And Sparks with his second steal in the first 4 minutes of the game. And these Fairfield active hands have just been so noticeable. And Sparks stops quickly and gets it to go. Shifty little step back on the right wing, and Sparks off to a fiery start. Here's Niagara bringing it up. Sparks once again guarding the ball handler Walters very, very closely. Walters kicks. Short looking, finds Page. Page, surrounded by Fairfield defenders, kicks to Sabino. Sabino kicks back to Page. Page back to Prudhomme. Prudhomme in and out on the three, and Benjamin corrals it. Here's Brandon Benjamin looking to push. He's got numbers if he can get there. Benjamin, the Euro. And he gets the called foul. He'll get to the free throw line. Impressive dribbling by the big man. Here we have looks like a timeout by Niagara. We'll be back in just a minute. All right, folks, we are back. If you're just tuning in, Ethan Hudson, Colette Henley on the mic, WVOF Radio. We're just 5 minutes underway in the first half. Fairfield, there's a MAC matchup against the Niagara Purple Eagles. Colette, we've seen Fairfield be really feisty on the defensive end already. How can they keep this going for the remainder of the first half?
They need to keep making steals on defense.
You're right, Braden Sparks has been really active in the passing lanes. Here's Kalen Rollins, attacks the paint and loses it out of bounds. That will be a turnover, Niagara basketball. Fairfield's first turnover of the game. Talk about it. Niagara is 2-6 in the MAC. Fairfield's 3-5. Both teams want to climb their standings here as we enter the later half of the season. Here's Niagara winning, but Fairfield's actually coming out in a looks like to be a press right now. Linder Finnegas guarding the inbounder. Coach Casey's been very adamant about how he wants his players to be aggressive on the defensive end. And here's Williams of Niagara. There's it back to Walters. Sparks defending. Sparks moving his feet well. Linder Finnegas over to trap. He's in trouble. And Niagara, 10-second violation. That'll be Fairfield basketball. That's already the 5th turnover by Niagara, and we've only played 5 minutes. 9-5 right now. Here's Williams will bring the rock up. Williams to Sparks. Sparks looking. Feeds to Benjamin. Benjamin back to Williams. Williams press tie to Rollins. Winner for Neg. Looks to Benjamin in the post. Great entry pass. And Benjamin smokes an easy dunk. He'll be kicking himself for that one for a while. That was a great entry pass by Winner for Neg. Here comes Niagara. Here's Zanke. Dishes. Finds Williams. Williams probing, looking. Williams kicks. Here's Zanke. Zanke back to Williams, back to Walters. Walters the corner three. Short. And that'll go out of bounds. Fairfield ball. I tell you, it's only been 5.5 minutes, and Niagara looks very, very flustered on this offensive end. Picking up the dribble a lot. Fairfield's been really good at getting in their skin. If you're Coach Casey, you have to be happy with this start. Here's Sparks to bring the ball up, command the offense. This is the Deuce Turner, the transfer from the West Coast. Turner looking. Finds Sparks on the curl. Sparks gets a clean shot in the paint. Won't go. He got a clean look, but he could not finish. And Brandon Sparks this year has been much more, Colette, a second half player than a first half player. As we've seen in his last game, he had 18 points in the second half. 0 in the first. And here's Williams. Well, look, Williams picks up his dribble, feeds it inside. Now Justin Hawkins cannot complete the baby hook. Here's Sparks looking. Sparks almost makes an errant backcourt pass, recovered by Williams. Williams will set up the offense. Gives it to Winner for Nig. Back to Williams. Screen by Benjamin. Williams, a great look inside to Benjamin, and this time he connects.
2
That
points
was a
from
freshman.
Brandon Benjamin.
You're right.
Prudhomme has at point guard, driving it through, passes it to 11.
There you
2
go.
points.
You were saying earlier, Colette, Prudhomme is a great facilitator for this team, as you mentioned.
Oh yeah, he really gets like the ball open, makes sure he drives it down to the forwards.
He does. And
that's where they're
Benjamin.
making most of their points. But still, Fairfield's really have been getting on them and really like getting the ball into their offensive side.
Benjamin with 6 quick points here for Fairfield. 13-8, Fairfield leads. Here's Prudhomme, dishes, air ball, rebounded by Winner Finig. Winner Finig in trouble. Finds Williams. Williams is looking. Williams feeds it to Benjamin. This Benjamin will work. Spin, pump, fake, and up and in with the left. Brandon Benjamin is unstoppable in this first half. Here's Reggie Prudhomme, will bring the ball up.
Prudhomme's getting the ball open.
He will set up the Purple Eagle offense. Kicks to Williams. Williams kicks to the corner to Hawkins. Hawkins cannot finish the layup, and it's rebounded by Benjamin. Benjamin will outlet to Sparks. Sparks pulls up deep from 3, and in and out. It almost bounced in. Braden Sparks wanted that one to go down. Here's Prudhomme for Niagara. With just to Tishmanu. Zanke back to Tishkambu. Back to Prudhomme. Prudhomme looking. Finds Hawkins. Hawkins will attack. Against Benjamin, makes a great feed with the big man. Tishkambu could not handle it, and it's picked up by Deuce Turner. Deuce Turner will attack. Pump fakes. Kicks out to Williams. Williams for 3. And he gets it to go. Williams is 2 for 2 on the day. A lucky shooter's bounce. And Niagara will have to take a timeout. Fairfield is up 18-8 on a hot start by the Stags, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Becomes a full-time.
right, folks, welcome back to WVOF Radio. We are just exiting that Niagara timeout. Current score is 18-8 if you're just tuning in. A little over 11 minutes to go in this first half. Fairfield coming out in a full court press here against Niagara. Niagara inbounds it to Prudhomme. Prudhomme will dribble, guard by Sparks, full court. Prudhomme look to set up the offense here. This is to Page. Page to Short. Short looking. This is back to Prudhomme. Prudhomme around the key. Kicks to Page. Page the three. Air ball again, but it's rebounded offensively. And
Misses it.
and Sabino can't get it to go. But Short cleans it up and gets the deuce. And here's Eric Mejia coming in for the Stags for the first time. This to Deuce Turner. Here's Turner. Back to Sparks. Sparks gives it back to Turner. Turner looking. Makes a pass to Winner Finig. Layup won't go. Nicely defended by Niagara. By the Niagara big Short. And here it looks like we have a stoppage of play for an injury. Niagara player Sabino, the guard, a little shaken up. He will get up on his own power. So far, Fairfield shooting 2 for 5 from 3, 40%. Not a great three-point shooting team, under 35% for the year. Ranks 9th in the MAC in total three-point percentage. And here Hawkins will inbound for Niagara. Inbounds to Prudhomme. Prudhomme is his team's primary ball handler. Prudhomme kicks to Page. Page looking, probing the key. Back to Short. Short. Back to Prudhomme. Prudhomme looking. Passes to Page. Page attacks. Kicks. Sabino for three. Won't go. And Benjamin corrals the rebound. He will look to push.
Just driving down for a layup.
Benjamin, the cross, the finish. Oh, and he is fouled by Short. So what handles we see from this guy? He's a big man. He can dribble like a guard. How impressive is that?
Super.
32 Will Short.
For 10 for 11 shooting performance at Siena, he marked for the first time that his Stag shot .900 or better field goals since January 2nd, 2005, when DeWitt Maxwell shot 12 for 13 on his way to 26 points in a win-win over Iona. He is truly a really good driver, and he's been making a bunch of points this season.
Yes, he has. And here Benjamin gets stripped. Here comes Niagara. Here's Page looking. The screen by Short. There's a mismatch. Benjamin on Page. Page will kick to Sabino. Sabino. Back to Hawkins. Hawkins dribbles. Goes to the shot in the paint and cannot get the roll. And Winner Finig, the freshman, corrals the board. Deuce Turner will pull up quickly and way deep, and that's probably not the shot Chris Casey wanted, but Mejia skies into the offensive board. Here's Sparks, attacks. Sparks on the right side, picks up his dribble, kicks to Mejia outside. Mejia will drive. And they will get Mejia for a 3-second call in the paint. That'll be Niagara basketball. Or excuse me, an offensive foul.
That's his first.
First on Mejia,
One of the Stags.
first on the Stags of this game. First foul of this game, actually. Excuse me, second foul. Here's Prudhomme. Puts the ball on backcourt. Sparks still guarding. Here's Zhang, comes over to the double team. Prudhomme kicks to Page. Page the corner triple. It's good. This time he gets it to go. The Stags now lead 18-13. 9 minutes remaining in this first half. Here's Turner at the top of the key. Stags looking to set up this offense. Sparks to Turner. Turner fakes, kicks, puts the floater. Won't go. Niagara gets the board. Here's Prudhomme. We'll look. Doesn't have much numbers. Stags got back on defense.
Sabino has the ball.
Sabino kicks to the corner. Walters the crafty spin.
Walters up.
And draws the foul on Deuce Turner. Good move by Walters there.
Fairfield following one to Turner. His first one on Turner, 2 on the Stags, 2.
Walters is shooting 2 points. Makes the first one.
He will hit the first, Walters. One of the better free throw shooters on this Niagara squad. Niagara shoots as a team on the stripe just below 77% on the year. Here's free throw 2 of 2. Gets to go, although the Mahoney crowd here try to distract him. Here comes Mejia, will bring it up. Mejia will set up this offense, kicks to Turner. Turner back to Mejia. Mejia back to Sparks. Sparks tries to feed it into Zen in the post, but that ball is kicked. Being inbound for Fairfield. Zan will inbound. See what Coach Casey draw up here. And then we'll go to Mejia in the backcourt. Mejia to Turner. Turner back to Mejia. Hands it off to Sparks. Sparks to Zan. Zan to Benjamin in the paint. Benjamin looking, spins
Drives
again.
it.
It goes back to the left, but can't
Misses.
finish. Too strong with that left. Here comes Niagara. Prudhomme kicks to Zanke. Zanke to Page. Page attacks Turner. Picks up his dribble. Kicks it back out to Walters. Back to Zanke. 3 is good. And Niagara is starting to get a little hot from deep here. So we are tied in 18-18 ball game with just under 8 minutes remaining. Stags will look to answer. Here's Sparks, gives it to Turner. Turner, looking. Here comes Zan. Zan will feed to Turner. Turner, back to Mejia. Mejia fakes, back to Turner. Stags look stagnant right now. Back to Turner. Turner to the 3. Way off, and Niagara gets the board. They have a chance to take their first lead of the game right here.
Page has the ball, sets up the offensive, drives it, passes it to Walters. Walters has the ball.
Walters almost has it stripped by Sparks again. Here's the corner. Here's Page. Won't go.
Misses
Page has got
it.
some good looks this game. Sooner or later, he's going to start hitting them. Here's Sparks. The quick crossover in the paint, and the left-hand finish won't go. Boy, a nifty move from Sparks. Just could not finish. Here's Walters. The short floater won't go. Ball's tipped. Mejia takes a diving effort. Can't get it to go. Here's Page. Kicks to Prudhomme. Prudhomme for the tray. Won't go. Benjamin snags it. Here, Fairfield. We'll look to slow things down a little bit. Chris Casey wants to set up an offense here. Here's Mejia. Looking. Finds Sparks in the curl. Sparks picks up his dribble. Kicks back to Mejia. Mejia back to Sparks. Sparks to Turner. Turner drives. Fakes. Back to Mejia. Mejia, the wide open look. It's good. Eric Mejia, nylon from downtown, off the great setup by the former 6th man of the year, Deuce Turner. Stags are up 21-18 with about 6 minutes remaining in this first half. Here's Prudhomme, guarded by Zan. Kicks to Walters. Walters looking. Turner on him. Walters trying to take out your DIY kid. Takes out the fake and can't get it to go. It's rebounded by Short, and he can't get it to go. Here's Benjamin. Kicks Turner. Turner will dribble it up. Turner attacks with the left, and he gets it to go. Deuce Turner making his impact felt here early. Coach Casey will tell you, this guy, although he doesn't always start, he is one of the emotional leaders on this team, and it's so important to this Fairfield squad. Here's Prudhomme, kicks to Walters. Walters won't go in the corner 3, and it's rebounded by Mejia. Mejia will outlet to Sparks. Sparks looking, kicks to Turner. Turner fakes, and he picked up that pivot foot. That'll be going the other way. It's a travel on Turner. We have a media timeout right now. We'll be right back in a minute. Don't go anywhere. back, folks. If you're just joining us, welcome to this presentation of the WVOF. Fairfield basketball. Fairfield University Stags are taking on the Niagara Purple Eagles. Right now, Fairfield leads 23-18, with just a little over 5 minutes remaining in this first half, and Niagara set to inbound. Here's Walters, will dribble up. Williams guarding, the freshman out of Putnam, Connecticut. Turner switches. Walters still at the ball, kicks to Sabino. Sabino back to Zanke. Kick to Page. Page drives, looking against Mejia. Can't find anyone. Kicks to Zanke. Zanke will kick back to Walters. Walters will fake and shoot the three and rattles it home. 23-21. Both teams are shooting well from three this game. Here's Hawkins. We'll set up the offense. Hawkins to Turner. Turner tried to feed Isaac Moncati. Got blocked. Here comes Page in transition. Page, the layup. Won't go. Nicely defended by Moncati. Here comes Mejia. Moncati will set a screen. Mejia will drive. We'll kick to Zan in the corner. Zan jabs. Zan will try to back down Zanke. Kicks it to Williams. Williams looking. Finds Mejia. Mejia the tray. Won't go. That's rebounded by Short. Here's Walters. Walters to Zanke. Zanke will feed Short in the paint. Here's the help by Zan. Almost gets a steal, and he's called for the foul. Fairfield's Ryan Zan got a little too aggressive there. So right now, 23-21, 3:54 to go in this first half. What do you like from Fairfield so far? What are you seeing that you like from them? What do they need to improve on?
I just feel like they need the ball more. I feel like we've been seeing the ball on Niagara's side of the court, which is making them come close from a shy 28-21. They're on their come up. They might be in the lead. We only have 4 minutes from this first half. And let's see what happens in these very short 4 minutes.
It is a very short 4 minutes, like you said. Fairfield obviously wants to close this half on the upswing here, go into halftime with the lead at home, and climb further into the MAC rankings. Take a media timeout, folks. We'll be right back. All right, folks, back at that media timeout. Niagara's inbounded the ball. Zanke with it. Will feed Short in the post. And we have a grab by Moncati. We foul. Fourth on Fairfield this half.
Fairfield foul 15, Isaac Moncati.
Niagara will inbound on the baseline.
And 14 of the Stags, 4.
Crude home the inbounder. Niagara looks to be in a sort of stack formation here. Looking. Finds Williams the corner pop. It's short. Great rebound by Mejia. Mejia with possession. We'll look to push. Here's Mejia. Kicks to Williams. Williams back to Mejia. Sparks with it now. Sparks to screen line Cotty. Sparks kicks to Williams. Williams, the right-handed triple. Won't go. And it's a loose ball. McCarty gets on the floor, and we have a tie-up. Great hustle by Isaac McCarty, sophomore. And that'll be, so we have the word yet whose possession it is. I believe that'll be Niagara possession. Fairfield possession. So Fairfield now inbound. So another turnover forced by this active Fairfield defense. So it's the 6th turnover committed by Niagara, by the Purple Eagles.
There's a stack formation yet again.
Here's Williams, inbound to Moncati. Moncati to Mejia on the key. Mejia probing, picks up his dribble, looking. Leonard Frenig comes, kicks to Williams. Williams will drive. This is Sparks. Sparks attacks. Sparks the spin. And the finish and the foul. Brilliant Sparks taking out your do-it-yourself kit and gets the whistle and the deuce. He will shoot a free throw. Chance to complete this 3-point play. Fairfield leads 25-21. Man, what a move by Sparks. That is a veteran move right there, Colette. Not the kind of move you see a freshman in the MAC making.
Sees Sparks. Spark misses.
Can't get the free throw to go. Here's Prudhomme will dribble up. Sparks guarding. Prudhomme looking to set up the offense here. Looking. A lot of dribbling here for Niagara. Finally kicks to Walters. Walters kicks to Zanke. Zanke back to Prudhomme in the corner. Prudhomme will bring it back up. Kicks to Sabino. Sabino back to Prudhomme. Prudhomme will attack on the right side and get tripped up, and they will call that a foul on the Fairfield forward, Leonard Frenig. Leonard Frenig didn't seem to love that call. Thought it was inadvertent contact. And here we have some substitutions from Fairfield. Brandon Benjamin will come back in, as well as Aylin Rollins for the Stags. Niagara inbounding. Finds Zanke. Zanke looking. Finds Hawkins. Back to Walters. Walters looking. Finds Zanke. Zanke trying to attack against Benjamin. Takes the quick pull-up and gets it to go. Not an easy shot.
We're on a steady 25-23. 2 minutes left in this first.
The crafty left-handed finish. Braden Sparks starting to get it going now as we close this half.
Prudhomme has the ball.
Here's Prudhomme guarded by Williams.
Making it past half court.
Almost the two minute mark for this first half. Prudhomme will pull up and get it to go. Both teams trading baskets here late in the first. Here's Sparks. Sparks will attack. Kick to Williams. Williams, the right side three. Won't go. Sparks the offensive board. Sparks will try.
Tries again.
No
Misses.
again. Fairfield cannot get it to go from deep. Here's Niagara pushing. Prudhomme looking. Kicks to Zanke on the wing. Zanke the left wing three. It's good!
3 for Zanke.
And Niagara leads 28-27. Going on a mini 5-0 run. Zanke's personal 5-0 run. Fairfield will look to answer back. Just above 90 seconds left in this first half. It looks like Chris Casey will call a timeout and talk things over. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Hey folks, and welcome back. If you're just joining us, Niagara has just been charged with a flagrant foul. The senior Justin Hawkins, so Fairfield will go to the line. Refs were discussing the call during the break, decided that there was indeed contact, enough contact to deem the foul from standard to flagrant.
That's a flagrant one foul.
The third foul on Niagara.
His first 14 on Niagara.
Brandon Benjamin will shoot for Fairfield. Benjamin rolls in the first. 28 all right here at Leo D. Mahoney Arena. Benjamin looking to go 2 for 2. Could not convert on the second free throw. So Benjamin, Fairfield's leading scorer at 9 points. Sparks behind at 6 points. Here's Wunderfenig to inbound. 1:37 left to go in this first half. Here's Williams, give it to Sparks. Sparks will set up the offense. Fairfield, they have a wide 4 out right now. Here's Williams, kicks to Wunderfenig. Wunderfenig will dribble, will look. Kicks back to Williams. Williams in the corner to Sparks. Sparks gets a good look from 3, and it's short. Rebound by Justin Hawkins. Here's Prudhomme will bring the ball up for the Purple Eagles. 1:10 now to go here in this first half. Prudhomme guarded closely by Sparks. Kicks to Zanke. Zanke to Walters. Walters will dribble around the key. Back to Zanke. Zanke pumps. Benjamin falls down, and Zanke loses his hand on the dribble. That'll be a Niagara turnover. And Stags basketball. 59.8 remaining here. 28 all. And Chris Casey calling timeout to talk this over. Get a bucket before this half ends. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Folks, we are back from the timeout now. Sparks carrying the ball up. Under a minute to go. Here's Halen Rollins looking, finds Wunderfenig. Wunderfenig had some room, didn't see it. Wunderfenig, strong move into the paint, can't get the layup to go. Well defended by Niagara, and here they're looking to push. Perhaps a 2 for 1. Here's Walters, kicks stolen by Sparks, but Sparks couldn't handle it out of bounds. Niagara gets the off a broken play. Hawkins gets the easy deuce. And here we are under 30 seconds here in this first half. Fairfield looking to hold for the final shot. 8:30, Niagara on top. Williams with the ball, kicks to Sparks. Sparks will give it back to Williams. Fairfield lingering around half court right now. Really haven't gotten to any set yet. Here's Rollins. Sparks the triple. And gets it to go. Braden Sparks with a timely 3 to give Fairfield a 1-point game, 1-point lead. And that'll be it to end this half. On the late Braden Sparks triple, Fairfield goes up 31-30. Colette, what do you see from Fairfield this first half? What did they do well? What can they do better? Talk to us.
We need to stop fouling. I feel like we've been giving a lot of points and a lot of turnovers to Niagara. I also feel like we need to stop hesitating at the point guard. Williams needs to really lock in and open up the offensive and get the ball to the hoop.
You're absolutely right, Colette. You mentioned turnovers. Fairfield averages just over 9 turnovers a game. They're already at 7 in the first half, so that you can bet that'll definitely be a point of emphasis in the locker room. All right, folks, we will be back in under 15 minutes. Don't go away. And thanks for listening. folks, for this presentation of second half basketball on WVOF. Once again, if you're just tuning in, the score is 31-30. Fairfield leads Niagara in a MAC showdown tonight. As we've seen, Colette, it's been a defensive-minded game so far. Like you said, lots of steals. What do you think the most important factor is for Fairfield in the second half to come out with a win?
I think they just need to get in the lead and score as many points as possible. They've been running it very close to Niagara. They've been only 3 points apart from the entire first half, and they're tied for 1 point. They need to just keep shooting, making baskets, and they'll be perfectly fine for this half.
You're definitely right, Colette. It was back and forth in the first half, and we will see if the second half yields any of the same results. Niagara inbound. Here's Walters with the ball, bring it up. Sparks once again guarding. Sparks has been doing a great job on Walters this game, really getting in his grill. Walters is doubled by Sparks and Benjamin. Kicks to Prudhomme. Prudhomme looking, spins. Still dribbling. Rollins defending. Prudhomme. Cross-court pass to Sabino for three. Won't go, short. Oh my God, did it. Wait. Here's Sparks. Probing. Won't go. Here comes Walters to dribble it up. Walters kicks to Page. Page kicks outside. Here's Prudhomme. Finds Page in the wing. Page a triple. Won't go again, and Page struggling to get that stroke going from beyond the arc this game. Hit one in the first half, has not been able to replicate it since. And here's Williams. Williams kicks to Rollins. Rollins off the Benjamin screen. Back to Williams. Sparks. Sparks will probe. Kick to Winterford. Winterford gets a clean look from three and knocks it down. The freshman Declan Winterford puts Fairfield up 34-30.
This is the spirit we need. We need to keep. We need him to keep making shots.
Here's Prudhomme. Prudhomme with a screen from short. Defended nicely by Williams. We'll kick to Page. Page will attack. We'll drive, and we'll get that layup to go. Too easy for Niagara there. Blew by Williams. Here's Williams. We'll kick to Winterfennig. Back to Sparks. Sparks will feed Rollins. Rollins off the Benjamin screen, looking, pulls up. Short midi, and gets it to go. Aylin Rollins, an 18-footer. Put the Stags at 36-32. Prudhomme commanding the offense here for Niagara. Looking. Feed short, back to Page. Page to Prudhomme. Finds Short and paint. Short had a look, passed it up, and scores anyway with the pretty left-handed baby hook. Nice bucket from the big man Short out of Sydney, Australia. Here's Williams.
Drives it. 2 points for Williams.
Williams with a pretty step back there. Freshman making his presence known offensively. Williams averages just 5 points per game, and he's already got 8, and we still have nearly a whole half to play. This is definitely one of his better starts for Fairfield. Here's Niagara. Page will drive, will fake, will kick. Walters will drive. Tough shot against Williams, won't go, well defended. Short the offensive rebound and gets hacked on the way up. He will go to the line for 2. It's the first foul of this second half.
Fairfield foul number 20, Brandon Benjamin. That's his first personal foul.
Only Benjamin's first personal foul.
One team on the Stags, one.
He's done a good job containing Short. Short, definitely one of Niagara's bigger presences in the post, if not the biggest. Here's the first shot. And he gets the roll on the free throw line. Haven't seen a lot of foul shots this game. Both teams only shot 3 free throws each. So refs are letting them play, Colette. They really are.
It's true. Let's see what happens.
Second free throw by Short. Rims out. Winterfennig the rebound. And Williams will command the offense in the front court, in the back court. Williams hands it off to Rollins. Rollins to Sparks. Sparks back to Rollins. Rollins to Sparks. Sparks another tray. Won't go. And it's rebounded by Sabino. Kicks to Walters. Walters will push. Rollins get backs nicely. Here's Walters looking for the offense. He's in trouble. He's stranded. Page with the screen. Walters kicks to Sabino. Sabino against Sparks, taking the paint. And he makes a good move, but could not finish. Sparks recovered nicely to make that shot more difficult than it had to be. We'll kick to Wunder Fennig, back to Williams. Williams sizing him up. We'll kick back to Wunder Fennig. Feeds Brandon Benjamin in the paint. Benjamin going to work. The baby hook is blocked by Short. Great defensive effort. We have a hot potato ball. Benjamin comes up with it, and it's stolen by Walters.
Walters drives it down.
Walters all the way. Can't get the coast-to-coast layup to go. And Fairfield has numbers if they push. Wunder Fennig on the break. Wunder Fennig slams it down on Sabino's head. Sabino didn't like it. Sabino does not like it. We have some pushing here. Refs are getting in between them. This game's getting a little bit chippy, Colette.
That's the spirit we need. That was an insane dunk on Wunder Fennig.
You're right. That was injected some life into this crowd. Fairfield leads 40-35. We'll be right back after this timeout. All right, folks, we are coming back from this short break. Technical foul, I believe, called on Tony Williams of Fairfield on that last play where Wunder Fennig had the emphatic dunk. So Walters will shoot it for Niagara, and the first one is good. If you're Williams, you got to keep your cool. You can't have any mental mistakes like that to give Niagara easy points. And Walters hits both of them, so it's a 40-37 ball game with 15:46 remaining in this second half. And Hawkins will inbound. Hawkins finds Walters in the inbound. Fairfield in a mini trap here. Williams covering Walters full court. Here's Walters, set the offense. Finds Short. Short back to Walters. Walters will drive. Finds Zanke. Zanke will attack. Zanke the fake. Somehow finds ball's tip, and it's stolen by Benjamin. Great active hands by Brandon Benjamin. Give it to Braden Sparks. Max leading scorer here. Kicks to Winter Fennig. Winter Fennig to Rollins. Rollins inside to Benjamin. Benjamin, he's trapped. He's in trouble. Looks like he's getting a lot of slaps. And no, it does not matter. Brandon Benjamin, a man amongst boys in the paint, somehow wills that basket. Here's Walters. Walters to Hawkins. Hawkins to Page in the corner. Page looking, guarded by Winter Fennig. Back to Walters. Walters back to Page. In the corner to Hawkins. Hawkins will attack. And give a nice dish to Short. Great delivery from Hawkins there. A little dump off for who's big for the easy two. Here's Fairfield now. Williams has it. Finds Sparks. Sparks looking. Give it to Rollins. Back to Sparks. Sparks will find Winter Fennig. Winter Fennig in the paint. Winter Fennig goes up and just midair and gets the tough layup on the left side to go. Man, this freshman has proven he has such impeccable body control. That dunk and that layup. Here's Walters. Off the short screen. Walters is double. Almost loses his dribble. Picks it up. Williams is all over him. Walters finds Page. Page guarded by Rollins. Page will attack. Rollins' call up the reach. It's Fairfield's second foul of the half. Third foul of the half. Rollins is first. Fairfield just 1 of 3 from the free throw line. They have not gotten to this charity stripe pretty much at all this game. Niagara not far ahead, only 6 free throws shot. So as we said, refs are really letting this game be physical. A lot of handsy defense today. Here's Page, will spin, stripped by Sparks. Fairfield has numbers so they can push. Here's Winter Fennig all the way. Can't get the fast break layup to go. Niagara has it. Here's Prudhomme. Prudhomme to Page. Page back to Prudhomme. We'll find Williams. Williams back to Page. Page the layup. Squeezes by Winter Fennig, gets the layup. It's 44-41 here at Leo D. Mahoney Arena. 13:15 to go. Here's Rollins, finds Sparks. Sparks doesn't use the Benjamin screen. Sparks probing. Finds Winter Fennig, back to Rollins. Rollins on the right side will attack. Will kick to Williams on the left for a left wing 3. Williams too strong. And it's grabbed by Prudhomme. Prudhomme will push. Prudhomme all the way. And Prudhomme with the coast-to-coast finish. He outran every single Stag down the floor. 1-point game here. Under 13 minutes to go. You see Chris Casey call a new set. Williams kicks to Sparks. Sparks will use the Benjamin screen. Sparks steps back for the tray. Round and out. Got a good look, but just could not hit. Here's Prudhomme. Looking. Williams defending. Here's Benjamin. Tipped by Williams, nearly a steal. And Fairfield's still staying very, very active in these passing lanes. Getting their fingers on some balls. And here, Tony Williams and Halen Rollins will sub out. Eric Mejia and Deuce Turner to fill their places. Niagara on the inbound. Fine. Prudhomme, the great look to Brian Griffith for the and one finish. Defensive laps for the Stags there. Chris Casey can't be too happy about that. So Griffith will go to the line and try to complete the 3-point play. And Colette, Fairfield looked sleepy on that play, didn't they? Looked like they were daydreaming.
I know. See, the Niagara keeps taking the ball from them and getting those foul shots. We really need to watch out on those offensive foul shots, but
the foul shot is short. Mejia will bring the ball up for Fairfield.
He has the ball.
Mejia looking for Sparks. Hands it off to Sparks. Sparks to Mejia, back to Sparks. Sparks thought about it, will drive. Takes a tough left-sided shot. It's blocked out of bounds by Sabino. And now we will have a media timeout, folks. Fairfield is down 44-45, 11:55 remaining in the second half. We got to go in on our hands. Don't go away. All right, folks, back to you after that media timeout. Fairfield any moment now will inbound this ball. Just tuning in, folks. WVOF Radio, Ethan Hudson, joined by Colette Henley. Fairfield in a MAC matchup against the Niagara Purple Eagles are down 44-45 with just 11:55 left in the second half. It's been a very physical game, not many fouls called. Fairfield will inbound now into their own basket. Mejia with the inbounder. Mejia finds Benjamin. Benjamin kicks to Sparks on the wing. Sparks looking. Finds Van der Fennick, back to Mejia. Mejia will attack. Mejia, great dish to Benjamin inside. Benjamin converts.
Benjamin takes it. 2 points for the Stags. Stags are now in the lead, 46-45.
Yes, a 1-point lead, and that was a great setup by Eric Mejia. Attracted the defense, made a nice bounce pass to Benjamin. Kissed it off the glass. Benjamin, the Stags' leading scorer, he's got 13. Here's Niagara, Sabino. Looking, Sabino will drive against Benjamin. Sabino fakes, kicks back out. Here's Williams. Williams fakes. Williams looking, finds Prudhomme. Prudhomme will take a contested three from the top of the key, and it won't go. And the Stags, Benjamin and Van der Fennick got tied up, and the ball goes off of them, and it'll stay here. Niagara basketball. Just a miscommunication by Fairfield right there. Neither team shooting particularly well from three. Fairfield shooting 27.8%. Niagara 33. That's not unexpected, though. Neither of these teams are particularly dangerous from beyond the arc. Here's Mejia. Will guard Griffith. Mejia stays under. Griffith falls down. Loses the ball. Mejia dives. It's a loose ball.
Mejia takes the
Mejia
ball.
Finds Benjamin. Benjamin have a fast break.
it.
Euros loses the ball, and he got fouled. So once again, call it the Fairfield scrappy hands lead to a steal and 2 foul shots.
Williams takes first. One on Williams. One team on
Brandon Benjamin's 1 for 2 on the night in the line. Fairfield shooting just 1 for 3 from the line today. Yeah, not a small sample size, but in a game this not a big sample size, but in a game this close, you need as many points as you can get. First free throw by Benjamin. Won't go, too strong. Here's some major substitutes for Niagara. Zanke will come in, joined by Walters, Page, and Short. Here's the second shot by Benjamin, looking to go 1 for 2. And he cans that one. Stags lead by 2, 47-45, 10:51 remaining. Niagara looking to inbound. Finds Short. Short will hand off to Walters. Walters will get it across half court, set up this offense. Guarded closely by Sparks. Sparks not giving him any breathing room. Walters kicks. Here's Page. Page in the corner. Stagnant offensive set by Niagara right here. Shot clock's under 9. Here's Zanke the triple. Way off, air ball, and that's rebounded by Mejia.
He is driving it. Gets trapped. Looking for an opening.
Kicks to Turner. Here's Deuce
Turner's
Turner.
here.
Turner will be called for the push-off. He's upset by that, and so is Chris Casey.
Offensive foul on the one Deuce Turner. That's his third.
Turner's arguing that a defender was moving. We'll close him up here. It's 5 fouls for the Stags. They had to be careful here. They don't want to get in the bonus too early. Here's Walters to bring up the ball. Walters, guarded by Sparks. Finds Short. Short to Zanuck. Zanke. Walters. Hands off to Page. Page will attack. Will kick to Zanuck. Zanke will drive, will spin against Benjamin, will get rejected by the freshman. Brandon Benjamin doing it on both sides of the floor. Here he is, a fast break pass. Goaltender doesn't matter, goes in anyway. Brandon Benjamin has been the heartbeat of this team this game as the Stags now go up by 4. 49-45, 9:43 remaining. Niagara wants a timeout, and we'll be right back. press here. Here's Sabino will inbound for Niagara. Here's Prudhomme, guarded by Rollins.
Bruin takes it
Guards
down.
waiting to trap. Prudhomme makes a nice pass across court to Page. Page to Walters. Walters fakes, drives. Kicks it back out. Prudhomme. Back to Page. Page looking. Page against Mejia. Will drive. Will take the shot against Mejia and muscles it home. That was a grown man move by Justin Page of Niagara. He's got 9 now, leading the score table for the Niagara Purple Eagles. Here's Sparks. Sparks finds Rollins on the backdoor cut, and the pass was too late, broken up by Page. Niagara has numbers if they want it. Here's Walters will drive, and he's forced out. Finds Sabino. Sabino against Rollins. Kicks it to Page. Page. Page will drive against Rollins again. Puts that shoulder in and muscles it home. And just like that, it is a tie game. 49-49. Off a quick personal 4-0 mini run by Justin Page. 8:40 remaining.
Back to Maya.
Mejia jump stops. Kicks out to Rollins. Rollins left wing triple. Way off. Rebounded by Winter Fennig. Winter Fennig will go up. Will kick back to Rollins. Rollins couldn't handle the pass. And that's out. It'll stay here. Fairfield basketball. Here Williams comes in for Braden Sparks. Coach Chris Casey wants to give his best player and captain some rest. Sparks has played the vast majority of this game. Tony Williams, freshman from Putnam, Connecticut, will inbound. Williams looking, having trouble. Has to find somebody and uses the outlet to find Mejia. Very close to a 5-second call there. And here's Mejia. Looks, finds Winter Fennig. Will back up. Will kick to Mejia. Mejia gets fancy with it. Takes out his DIY kit and misses the layup. And that's headed Niagara's way after an over-the-back foul by Hayden Rollins. It was a good move. Good move by Mejia. Just could not finish that 10-foot floater.
Hayden Rollins, that's his second.
And now
16 on the stat.
Sabino will inbound for Niagara. Finds Prudhomme. Prudhomme with Mejia closely guarding him. Mejia, very, very pesky defender. Get a little handsy sometimes, but as we've said multiple times in this broadcast, the refs are allowing it. Here's Page. Will drive, will fake. Page to the bucket. Won't go. Almost rebounded by Short. The ball is being tipped. Williams corrals it. And he will wait for the rest of his offense to meet him down court. Here's Williams directing traffic. Finds Benjamin down low. Benjamin sizes up Short. Benjamin goes over, kicks to Mejia. Wide open right corner. Right wing 3. Mejia too strong. Now foul. He'll stay here on the floor. Declan Winter Fennig looked to be grabbed and trying to get that rebound. And that'll take us to our media timeout, folks. We'll be right back. Don't go away. Here we go. We are back, folks, in that media timeout. Colette, talk to us about Fairfield's stagnant offense this past couple plays.
Well, Ethan, there's having a scoring drought for our Stags for 2 whole minutes.
Yes, you heard it here. As Colette said, 2 minutes, the Stags have not been able to put the basketball through the net. And here, 49-49, they will try to end that on this possession right here. With Williams with the ball. Williams will find Mejia. Mejia to Benjamin. Benjamin back to Williams. Rollins gets an off-ball screen, finds Winter Fennig. Winter Fennig will attack, will drive. Winter Fennig draws the foul. Great aggressiveness by Winter Fennig. Give Fairfield more opportunities at the charity stripe. Said Fairfield. This will be just Fairfield's 4th and 5th foul shots this game.
Winter Fennig on the line for the Stags, shooting 2.
Winter Fennig, first shot. Takes a big bounce off the back rim and drops in. He's a big sigh of relief there. Fairfield leads by 1, 50-49. Winter Fennig, second shot, gets it to go. Here's Prudhomme. Mejia still guarding him full court, making the guard work. Prudhomme. Mejia on him like white on rice. Finds short. Hands off to Walters. Walters with Williams guarding him. Walters will attack, will fake, and it's sent back by Halen Rollins. Halen Rollins said, get that weak stuff out of here. And Tony Williams went out. Bring the ball up for the Stags. Finds Rollins. Rollins, entry pass to Winter Fennig. Winter Fennig, hop step, shoots, and scores. Winter Fennig with 13 points, the freshman. Second leading scorer for the Stags this game. And he has really made his presence felt in the paint and on the glass thus far. Here's Prudhomme. Finds Walters. Walters drives, stops, fakes, puts up a tough shot against Williams, well defended, and it's corralled by Benjamin. Here's Williams. Set up the offense here. Directing traffic. Rollins gets it. Looking for Winter Fennig in the post against Prudhomme. This is a mismatch. Winter Fennig goes to work. Kicks back to Williams. Williams the top 3. Too strong. And Niagara grabs the rebound. Here's Prudhomme. Prudhomme kicks to short. Short fakes. Goes up. And 1. Draws the foul on Benjamin and still gets the bucket to go. And he's a chance for a 3-point play. And cut the Fairfield lead to 1.
That's his second.
This is Short's 7th point, 7th basket this game. Now he's going for 2 foul shots.
Let's see. Fairfield shooting 42% from the field this game. Right around their season average. And Niagara at 40%. Here's the free throw by Scott. That's short. And he gets it to go, and it's a 1-point game here at Leo D. Mahoney Arena. 53-52. Just under 6 minutes to play in this second half. Sparks will bring up the offense. Sparks feeds Williams. Williams back to Sparks. Sparks inside of Winter Fennig. Winter Fennig, the free throw. No good. Here's Hunter Rollins flying in. What an effort. Grabs the board. Finds Winter Fennig. Winter Fennig will drive. Kick to Williams. Williams drives. Finds Sparks in the corner. Sparks fakes. Sparks fakes again. Pulls up. And can't get it to go. Brendan Benjamin again on the glass. And Fairfield is dominating these boards right now in the second half. Extremely energetic coming out of the break.
1 on page 14 on Niagara 4.
And Declan Winter Fennig will inbound for the Stags here under their own hoop. Winter Fennig throws it away into the backcourt. Williams wasn't ready for it. Williams defends Prudhomme nicely on the fast break. Boy, that was almost a giveaway for the Stags right there. You know, they're lucky they got away with one. Here's Rollins, the top of the key, looking. Finds the curling Sparks. Sparks will drive. Sparks probes. Finds Rollins in the corner. Rollins the corner three. It's good. Halen Rollins.
Stat lead 56.
That was 5 points in the game, already above his season average. The Stags are up 56-52. Under 5 to play. Here's Page. Page with Rollins on. Page will drive. Page will continue to drive, trying to force his way in the paint, and does. Boy, Paige Collette has been huge for Niagara this game.
Oh.
Got
This
16.
has been Pages scored 13 points throughout this game. Hopefully not anymore, but
No, hopefully not anymore. Here's Sparks with a nice fake. Sparks all the way in the paint, and Sparks draws a foul. Braden Sparks has gotten so good at that pump fake, and his red-hot three-point shooting this year has forced teams to be disciplined with him.
Niagara foul number 11, Pizza Sankey.
He will go to the foul line.
the Stags have been pretty good at getting those offensive fouls, getting more shots in
Yes.
with the 4 minutes that we have.
Here's Sparks from the line. Sparks rolls it in. 57-54. Fairfield on top. Spark has cracked double digits. He's now 10 points for the night. Try to look for 11 right here. And the free throw rolls out. And you can tell he wanted that one. Now here's Fairfield. Williams guarding the ball handler, Prudhomme. 57-54. Prudhomme gives it to Sabino. Sparks on Sabino. Sabino way up towards half court. Picks up his dribble. Finds Zanke. Zanke finds Prudhomme. Prudhomme will step back, fake. Back to Zanke, the corner three. It's good! In the face of Hunter Rollins. Halen Rollins, excuse me. It's a tied ball game. 57-57. Under 4 here to go at Mahoney Arena. Here's Rollins. Finds Sparks. Sparks looking. Uses the Benjamin screen. Sparks all the way to the paint. Sparks the tough floater, rims out. Here's Prudhomme with the ball. Looking to push. Prudhomme all the way to the paint. Looks like he got away with a walk there, and Fairfield's bench is not happy. Nonetheless, the refs did not blow the whistle. Here's Page for Niagara. We'll set up the offense here. Page guarded by Williams. Kicks to Prudhomme. Prudhomme, the left wing three. Won't go. Bounces over the backboard, and that'll be Fairfield basketball. And here we'll go to our media timeout, folks. We'll be right back. Close game, 57-57. 3 minutes to go here on WVOF Radio. All right, folks, back to that media timeout. 57-57 here, Fairfield versus Niagara. Here at Leo D. Mahoney Arena. We have 3 minutes and 11 seconds to go in this second half. And Colette, this has been a back and forth game.
57-57 is the score with 3 minutes left in the game. We need our Stags to win this in order to stay in good standing for the playoffs.
You're absolutely right. This is as we see, an offensive foul by Brandon Benjamin. But Colette, you're absolutely right. This is a key implications for MAC standings. Fairfield, as we said, 3-6 in the MAC, 3-5 in the MAC, and Niagara 2-6. If Niagara were to win this game, they would jump Fairfield's spot. So an absolute must-win for the Stags right here.
It's Niagara's ball. We'll see what happens.
And here's Prudhomme will set up the offense. Prudhomme finds Page. Page will attack Rollins. Page picks up his dribble. Page finds Sabino in the corner. Sabino attacks and gets it to go. Very, very tough finish by Sabino there, slicing into the paint. And it's 59-57, Stags are down. 2:30 remaining. Here's Sparks, top of the key. Sparks looking. Finds Gunnar Fennig to Williams. Williams will dribble to the top of the key. Will kick to Rollins, back to Sparks. Sparks uses the Benjamin screen. Sparks might have to take out his DIY kit. Finds Williams. Williams, he's got 3 seconds to shoot. The step back three won't go. But Wunderfenig again corrals the offensive rebound. And he has been a savior for the Stags. As Rollins feeds Brandon Benjamin for the score. And it's a tie game. Halen Rollins with a great dump off to the star Benjamin.
Benjamin's 16th basket of the game. Let's get more.
Benjamin is 18 points this game, as you said, leading the Stags. Here's Zanke. Back to Prudhomme. Prudhomme finds safe. Sabino all the way to the cup again for the layup. Here's Williams. Williams setting up the offense, guarded by Page. Williams directing traffic here. Here comes Wunderfenig with the screen. Williams usually has tons of space. Williams to throw the floater, and it's too strong. It won't go. But Benjamin is knocked down, and the ball will stay right here. Defensive foul on Niagara. That's their 6th of the half. That was on Vice Zanke, junior out of Croatia. Williams will inbound under Fairfield's own basket. 1:15 remaining, 59-61 here at Leo D. Mahoney Arena. Williams inbounds to Benjamin. Benjamin finds Rollins. Rollins looking. Finds Sparks. Sparks in the corner. Sparks looking. Sparks crosses. Almost loses it. Sparks is trapped in the corner. He's looking for help. He finds Benjamin. Poked away. And Niagara has, that's a steal. Niagara has numbers if they want. Here's Prudhomme. And Prudhomme will slow it down. Fairfield is able to get back. Less than a minute to go here. 50 seconds remaining. And the Stags are down by 2. This is a make-or-break moment possession here for the Stags. They need to get a defensive stop. Here's Page sizing up Williams. Page, and he pushes off Williams. That'll be an offensive foul. That's going the other way. That's Fairfield Stags basketball. Williams, the little guy, the freshman, doing a great job staying with the bigger, more experienced Page, drawing the offensive foul call. Fairfield here has the chance to tie or take the lead in this possession. 39 seconds remaining. Williams will run up, and Chris Casey will take a quick timeout to talk things over and draw up a play. We'll be right back for this final 35 seconds of action. Don't go anywhere. All right, folks, thank you for joining us. We're in a close matchup right now, 59-61. Stags are down. Williams will inbound the ball and carry it up. See Sparks. Sparks finds back to Williams. Williams looking. Finds Benjamin. Benjamin will attack the paint. Benjamin fakes, goes up at the right, and it rims out! And it will stay here. Brandon Benjamin. Oh, it's with an incredible post hook to tie this game up, and it rolled out at the last second. And it'll still be Fairfield ball with 15 and a half seconds to go. And it looks like Chris Casey will call another timeout. Try to draw a play to get his Stags either a game tying or game winning shot. And we're going to keep it right here, folks. As we talked about before, this game is very, very, very physical.
30-second timeout.
We say it a lot of times, but now those free throws that Fairfield ended up missing, those are 2 points. Those are 2 points. It could be a tied game right now if Fairfield makes some of those free throws.
Fairfield's ball. See what happens in these 15 seconds.
Wonder what Chris Casey's going to draw up here. We know Fairfield tends to shoot more threes in the MAC than most teams, although they're not very efficient. So interesting to see if they'll try to go for 2 here to try to end the night right now with a 3-pointer. Here come the players from the timeout, ready to retake the court. Fairfield fans are on their feet here in Leo D. Mahoney Arena on this Thursday MAC matchup night. Tony Williams will inbound. Fairfield once again in a stack formation on the timeout. Williams looking, having trouble, finds Benjamin at the last second. Here's Sparks. Sparks dribbling. Sparks in the paint. Picks up his dribble, can't find anyone. Finds Williams. Williams for the lead! It's good! Tony Williams! Cold-blooded 3 to put the Stags up by 1 with 7.5 seconds remaining.
62-61.
The freshman shows he can make shots that not all freshmen can make. The deep 3 from the right wing. Williams has hit a trio of threes today. I think you can without a doubt say this has been Williams' best game with the Stags thus far.
Williams had 11 baskets this game, making this one his 12th.
It's always a good time here at Mahoney Arena, folks. Always a good time. We're going to keep it right here. Don't want you to miss any of the action. Anyone just tuning in, it is 62-61. The Fairfield Stags lead Niagara. 7.5 seconds remaining. A stop by Fairfield will seal this game and keep their MAC championship playoff hopes alive. As we said, Fairfield on these threes. They don't always answer when you call, but they are always right on time. Very, very timely 3 by Tony Williams. And here the Stags will retake the court. Looking to defend their arena and further improve in MAC standings. Walters will inbound for Niagara. Fairfield coming in a full court press. Brandon Benjamin is the safety man, the other side of the half court. Here's Walters, look to inbound. Walters finds Hawkins back to Walters. Walters looking 5 seconds remaining. 4, 3, Walters, 2. Walters for the win! No good. And that's it. That'll do it. The Fairfield Stags get the stop, and they best the Niagara Purple Eagles 62-61 here at Mahoney Arena. Wow, if you don't like that, you don't like college basketball. What a game. And the freshman Tony Williams is fired up as he should be. Hit by far the clutchest shot of his young Stag career. Colette, What allowed the Stags to come back and win this game?
Those offensive fouls, they really got in there, and they really were able to steal the ball and really make good outside shots. That last shot was in the books, really made this game the Stags.
And yes, as we said, we said in the beginning of the pregame, it was going to be a defensive-minded battle. You said that yourself.
Yep.
What did it come down to? The last defensive possession, the Stags took a stand, came through, now they get the win.
Yes.
Folks, that's it for us at WVOF. We thank you for tuning in. I'm Ethan Hudson, Colette Henley. We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.